It's a wise man's proverb, okay? That every day you wake up is a blessing. Okay? Because you're alive for the day. If you have 1 year, if you have 1 month, if you have 10 days. This is what I'm talking about with, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to teach you about. Irreconcilable. Just total limitless love. If you have 1 hour left, I mean, don't be such a scumbag your whole life. They're going to die any minute. They're going to die any minute. A lot of people are going to, the whole rock and roll industry is about to die in 10 seconds. I know that. I'm fully aware of that. I'm glad that you embrace your mortality. And who the fuck are you? Every 10 minutes, that motherfucker's alive. Any of these motherfuckers. My mother would probably live another 10 years or so. Yeah. I mean, why is it you refuse to accept the black and the white, the love and the hate? You don't like the hate, but it's okay for you to push people out the face of time. You gotta be, it's okay for you to not understand love, but you can be the first to guard that tiny dick and grab from the fig tree and try to cover that shameful penis of yours. You're quick to do that, though, to be all ashamed, but you're unabashed in your desires to be a total fucking prick. Well, make up your mind, man. You got to be realistic. All right? Know yourself. It seems like you're kind of, you just love to antagonize. Yeah. No. Your favorite stars are going to die. Your parents are going to die. Just like everybody's are. You don't talk about other people's deaths and celebrate that. Yeah, I'm alive. Are you truly alive? Like Jim Morrison said, like Oliver Stone said, Jim Morrison said, how many of you people know you're alive? How many of you motherfuckers really know that you're alive? Like Charlie said, like all the gurus said, are you living to the fullest? Is this, what are you doing here? What is it you want to see? It's easier to fucking... No, it's easier to comment on yourself and love things while they're here. Love them when they're gone, too. Doesn't matter. This is just one dimension. You're talking about the Matrix, but you can't even get out of your idea of conceptual death or physical death at the very best. You're not prepared to do that. It seems like when death comes, I hope it comes in your sleep or something, because it seems like you're the type of, well, we all do. We all beg and invoke God when we die. Trust me, I know. But I mean, something tells me that you'd be way more pathetic than I was. You would definitely be on the ground, just like I was, but somehow in a more pathetic way, trying to invoke God. No, you're going to go, and you'll feel pain, and you'll know pain. And life is pain when you're birthed into the world. Your mother had extreme pain. It was a pain one way or the other. Whether or not you were cesarean or not, it was an extreme pain. It was a disruption. And you were birthed from that pain. Your life was a series of avoiding pain. But life is all about pain, and sometimes it's hard to find the good or love in life, because life is so inundated and rich and deep in misery, pain, uncomfortableness, total fucking... And you'll die in pain, chances are. You won't die peacefully in your sleep. That does not happen. You'll die a painful death of a cancer, usually, or of a heart attack, or a complete organ failure. And moments before you die, it'll be extremely painful. That's the nature of death. That's the nature of pain. And life is all about pain. And sometimes, like, if you haven't been to the hospital in a while, you wonder, any minute now, it's only the fickle hand of fate, excuse me, that usher you and curry you. It's your number, motherfucker. What's it going to be this time? Appendicitis, laryngitis, organ failure, kidney transplant, lung... what's it going to be? Death loves you the more you understand it, I think. there's a definite imbalance in the world, and it's your duty to fuck unabashedly, to fuck your own and enjoy your own dick and pussy, and to fulfill your fucking human desires as much as possible. That's really the only way to be. But at the same time, you have to praise life, which began in pain, and it ends in pain, and it's just hard to. These are the questions I have. Where is the love? Where is the pleasure? Where is the antithesis or the fucking antidote to this human pain? No one can fulfill my needs. And the deeper and more broad and deeper I get with it, the more wide I get with it, the further isolated I become. It's fucked up. It's really like there is a deep undertow of the universe that's pulling me somewhere, but I think I know where it is or the direction, but yet I'll never get there because of the immense amount of back baggage and pain and fucking and like he said, fucking how your mind has an influence over your body. That's a whole nother it's a whole nother fucking world of thought, isn't it? I believe that too. Like people that can get mind over matter, that kind of thing, where people can get surgery like I have without anesthesia and shit like that. It's just so deep you could go forever with it. But the point is this: I don't care if you got I don't care if you got an hour left. Each day is a blessing. We should be all over your thoughts, and it's gonna be okay. The pain will be over one day. It's not cool to count the minutes. How did you spend your last minutes? Savoring or relishing or remembering this thing, this president, this author, this actor, this your father, your mother. How did you spend the last? Well, But I also feel your. I also feel what you're saying. Yeah. It's a dread, but I mean, you'll just do it. And it'll be okay, and hopefully it'll all be on time. Hopefully it'll get to you on time. I thought my world would end when Little Cow died. You know what I mean? I really did. I was still in that place where I was so fucking, and that's all I needed was really that cat, that particular animal. And I thought that my world, because I spent how long is this fucking thing going to live? I mean, when he dies, am I going to be ready for, no, it's just a death. He's still with me. All these people all these things are still with me. The only fucked up time is when they're still alive, but I mean, they got their course to run, and I don't know what fucking game anybody's in anymore. But it's a different world when you're older too, because people fuck up by this point, and you're expected to be somebody by this point. And who gives a fuck? I just want to get my dick sucked. Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous.